And today I'm going to be talking about a subject matter that is probably one of the most unnecessary things that you probably hearing today, but I still want to say it anyways. What I'm going to be discussing is something that has never been viewed and given its rights as what it really is. There's been countless interpretations of Superman over the years. There's been the classic Reeves movie, the Fleischer cartoons, the Superman from the animated series that Bruce Timm did, even the recent appearance on Supergirl, Man of Steel. I mean, there's so many interpretations of the iconic Man of Steel that there's one that no one sees as the Man of Steel, and no one's even thought of this interpretation of the character as Superman. And that is Superman, in my eyes, from the classic 1997 Hercules movie that Disney made. In this film, it embodies a Superman that we've never seen on screen before. A Superman that Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster originally designed Superman to be. It depicted a Superman that was humble, good-natured, and a spirit akin to that of the classic interpretation, the original American dream that those two 17-year-old Jewish kids had back in the 30s. This interpretation of Superman is so mind-bogglingly good, it is unimaginable. I'm going to give you guys a few points about why this is a Superman that you've never thought was Superman. But now that I'm telling you, your entire world will be flipped on the upside down part of its head. This Superman that I'm telling you guys about from the 1997 classic Disney film Hercules, even though his name is pronounced Heracles in the original Greek, this film embodies what Superman is. Alright, let me give you guys a quick overview of the plot synopsis and tell me if it sounds a bit familiar. A young infant leaves his otherworldly parents to come to Earth. He is adopted by an elderly couple and is taken into their home. He is taught good moral values and is always taught to suppress his powers because they didn't want him to overshadow anybody. He ends up growing up and is ready to break out on his own and become the man that he feels he is predestined to be. He is told that he is not from Earth and that they found him. They tell him that he is beyond whatever he thinks he is. They tell him where to find information about himself, that being the Fortress of Solitude and the Temple of Zeus. They tell him about his family, and he breaks out on his own. There he is accompanied by a female, Meg, who has dark hair and comes from a big city. The big city is a hard place, very reminiscent of New York. And there's corrupt people and many people that is just out for themselves. But the beacon of hope that is this hero shows everybody the good in themselves. There is a villain who comes from this otherworldly area and is there to attack and antagonize our protagonist. He is there to bring sorrow and everything that is opposed to what the hero has to offer. The hero shows us the best in ourselves and what humanity can be. Now, you guys cannot tell me that is the entire story of Superman. Think about it. And Superman for all 4 seasons, and Superman, and all the Superman comics in general, All-Star Superman, the greatest Superman books of all time, whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow, even Superman Kingdom Come, the part of Superman that's never really been adapted into the movies is mainly his humanity. The part of him that is just a human. He's not a god, he's not an alien, as many YouTubers, comic YouTubers said, he's just a guy from Kansas doing the right thing. It shows a Superman from the countryside that becomes a hero, dons a cape, and soars on his magical horse into the sky. Superhuman strength, taking out villains left and right, and a Superman that is relatable. The coin that Superman is unrelatable or Superman is boring is only something pumped out by people due to the inaccurate interpretations of the character in media. We get a Superman that is not relatable, that is not Superman we know from the comics. And as many YouTubers said, Superman, people just don't read comics, to be honest. Media is key. So if you're adapting a character, they must be adapted whole, or their interpretation will become bland to people who watch the movies, and even those who read the comics will be tainted with that perception. The Hercules 1997 movie embodies a Superman that we've never seen. In all of his glory and all of splendor and coolness that he's a melancholy, humble hero that just wants to be accepted. The most relatable Superman we've ever seen. If there's ever a term that DC heroes aren't relatable, they don't know what they're talking about. This Superman is Superman who feels isolated, that he's the freak in all of this, that he's the loser, that he's skinny, but at the same time he has an ability that can't be tamed. 1997 Disney's Hercules gave us our Greek Man of Steel.